So, Merry Christmas, everybody. And I just want to share with you a very simple breath meditation to help if you're feeling overwhelmed, if you're feeling anxious, if you're feeling fearful or insecure in some way, then this is a really helpful breath to do. So I want to remind you that your breath is directly linked to your mood. So when you start to change the way that you breathe, you start to change the way that you feel. And we have this amazing tool, the breath, that shows us very much about how we're feeling. So depending on whether we find it easier to breathe in or breathe out, gives us an indication of whether we hold on to things or whether we can breathe life in, whether we can really receive, or whether we've got difficulties letting go. So the yogis use the breath and breath analysis to really see what was going on for a person. And we have the diaphragm, which is like a halfway holding house for lots of unprocessed emotion. And it all gets stuck in there. And then it can make it very difficult to bring the breath all the way down into the belly. And then the breath becomes shallow, it becomes up into the higher chest. And then it can make you feel really anxious and overwhelmed. And it can make your mind get really fast with thoughts. So I want to just teach you this very, very simple breath. And you can do this breath wherever you are, but do it for at least 3 minutes. So it's 3 full sniffs in. And then 1 long exhale. And again. And then long sigh exhale. So the thing about a segmented breath is that it gets the breath all the way down into the belly, which can be really difficult if you're feeling anxious. And it also brings the breath all the way up into the chest. So you want to make sure when you're doing this breath that you start the breath down in the belly, and then you're bringing the breath all the way up into the chest and into the clavicle. And as you do that, you're filling the whole of the lungs. And you want to make sure that each segment is the same length. So it's deep breaths. And then long sigh on the exhale from the back of the throat. And you want to lengthen that exhale as much as possible. If you're finding that you're really, really anxious, maybe you only can do 2 sniffs. And then after a little while, you'll find that you can do 3 sniffs in. But it's really important that you keep the exhale lengthened longer than the inhale, and this works on the vagus nerves, it works on your relaxation response, and it helps your nervous system to calm down. So it's really good to do any kind of breath meditation as a consistent practice. So you want to see if you can do it consistently every day. Do it for at least 3 minutes, and then you can start to build it up. You could do it for 5 minutes, and then 7 minutes, and then 11 minutes. When you do something for 11 minutes, you're working your nervous system. When you do something for 22 minutes, you're working with balancing your mind. And when you do something for 31 minutes, as in some kind of meditation, then you're working and changing yourself at a cellular level. So let's just do it for a few minutes. So closing your eyes and then 3 sniffs in. So you get the idea. So go away and sit down, get a timer, do it for at least 3 minutes, and then see how you feel afterwards. So you want to give yourself a little bit of time after you finish doing it, just to feel the effect on your mind and your nervous system. So let me know how you get on with this, and if you found it helpful, and there's going to be other videos coming up really soon. So have a wonderful Christmas. Bye bye.